Hey everyone, Editor Leo here, Mima if you would. So welcome to episode 1 of the Tism Troubles podcast. This first episode is a video along with it being uploaded to Spotify as a podcast. So only YouTube will hear this part because YouTube will see the video. I edited out name drops because we're not name dropping in here. Everything is a code name except for me and of the other host, Alyssa. Yeah. Yeah. I just wanted to hop on here and say that. I finished editing. I'm just gonna add this to it. And then, yeah. Enjoy the podcast, y'all. Right, what I was saying. Right now, I'm setting up an Instagram. I sent up a Gmail already. I'm setting up an Instagram and a YouTube for the podcast. So I'll probably link that information on Spotify and stuff. But yeah, so that's all in the works. I'm hoping to have an Instagram and an email set up by the time this is uploaded so that y'all can ask questions and we can answer them in the next episode. So yeah. Deuces, divas. Mwah. Hey everyone. You know what motherfucking time it is. You know we in the car, so you know what that means.
Fat asses, yeah.
Large pepperoni pizza from Domino's with garlic sauce and ranch. Garlic sauce for you, garlic sauce for me, ranch for you, ranch for me. The French.
Just the French. Oh, peep.
Okay, so we're gonna put this right here. So
Oh, I feel the heat on that. Yeah. Ooh, these are some big pieces. Ooh.
it's a large, because we're large. Okay, guys, so what should we talk about?
So we had a crazy situation happen between, what should his name be?
Ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha, is that, what salad? Salad.
Ashwagandha. We learned some information
From Ashwagandha about
Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird. Mm-hmm.
And we're very conflicted.
And how we should feel about this. Because there's a lot of liars in this world.
Especially at these dorms.
And we know little Flappy Bird is known to be a liar. And Flappy Bird was hanging out with someone.
We'll call
Dolly.
Mm-hmm.
Dolly. And this Dolly person was lying to people about their age. But supposedly, Flappy Bird knew her age.
But would hang out with her.
Without telling us. And lying about it. So we heard some information from Mr. Ashwagandha. And he says
apparently Flappy Bird
was fucking someone in our dorm.
And we saying that
she said I love you.
Exactly.
And we were like, the fuck? No. We would know. He would have made it very obvious.
Right. Flappy Bird may be a liar, but he also doesn't know when to shut up.
Mm-hmm. So we were like, well, when did this happen? Between the months of what? March and April.
Yes.
And we were like, huh. Mid-season, like,
He was around during that time.
He was around, but it wasn't really hanging out with us.
Right. But
Until
who was around a lot?
Dolly, we didn't know she was lying about her age. So she was just hanging out, had some issues, and we're like, well, be nice, you know. And then she told us that she was lying about her age. And we're like, you need to go. So then we ask Flappy Bird, you know?
And Flappy Bird starts talking about how he hates her.
Yeah, like, oh, no, she's 17. I call him up and was like, hey, bro, she is 15. Oh, I think he was in the car with some people when I called him. And I was like, bro, who are you with? Like, this is serious right now. Not mad at her. Shit happened. Should have told us sooner.
But who I'm gonna be mad at
is Flappy Bird, because Flappy Bird
knew.
And Dolly swears on her life that he knew, because apparently they were friends for a while
Before
us.
We knew Dolly.
And so we were like, what? How'd you even? Anyway, so then we're piecing it together. The timelines make sense.
Like, everything lines up.
Everything lines up. From when it happened, there was a letter sent out to the baseball team. A rumor started going around about Flappy Bird, about him sleeping with a minor. Because I wonder if he was talking about hanging out with a girl in 115. The girl's not there anymore. Got kicked out for lying. People are not stupid. They notice these things. They're
gonna ask questions.
Flappy Bird doesn't know when to shut up. Sometimes. All the time.
He thinks people are his friends when they're not.
And very trusting. All a crazy coincidence. Then one of our friends who lived at the dorm with us, and we were like, told her this, and she was like, wait, because that makes sense. Gives us a timeline of when everything happened. 3 weeks.
With receipts.
And we're like, so now it's like, now it's sounding like it really did happen. But what if Flappy Bird was just trying to make himself
seem cool
because he's like, he got puss or something.
Right.
But then also,
if you knew,
why are you telling people that? You probably thought no one was gonna find out.
Right.
We were awake all night last night.
Discussing this
with with unit measurement. So it's like, it seems too coincidental. But giving the benefit of the doubt, lying. Someone's lying in this.
Whether that's her or him.
Or could be a rumor that was started, either way, about Flappy Bird.
That's just not true in general.
Because Flappy Bird swears on his life. And we're best friends.
Exactly. But then,
another thing we need to know about Flappy Bird, it's very obvious when he really likes someone.
He gets attached very fast, very easily.
And so, when Flappy Bird was hanging out with her, Miss Dolly, without telling us, he would shut his location off, lie about hanging out with her. And then when we ask her, what you doing? She would say, hey, hanging out with Flappy Bird. And we'll be like, oh, so he's lying. Why is that?
Right.
because he knows it was not really okay, especially at the time of night where they were hanging out at.
By themselves.
By themselves. And at, like, very secluded places. Like, people aren't really there at night. Like, if it was, in the Walmart parking lot, okay, that makes sense. Like, you're driving around town, that makes sense.
A baseball field.
A baseball field at, like, 1 a.m.
Suspicious.
But what was I saying about that? I was gonna say something about it. Yeah, put your glasses on. I see that side eye he was given.
Sorry guys, I'm not a fan of pepperonis. They're too spicy for my white ass.
Okay, mister, I can say the N-word.
Shall I bring up something I know about you?
Mm-mm.
Exactly. Don't fuck with me. I know tea on everybody.
Everybody. We know things.
We do.
Not because we go out seeking information. We have
People
good ears.
tell us. We have good ears.
And
then we discuss with each other.
We piece it together. And shit like this. Like, what's happening right now? We've all had our suspicions that something weird was going on. But we decided, until we heard it from Mr. Ashwagandha.
That's when we were like,
That's weird. I was gonna say something about that. So yeah, caught lying or whatever. But so this little hanging out by, like, hanging out with her one-on-one, and then like Miss Unit Measurement 2, she would notice some weird things, right? Like, okay, like, again, she was thought it was weird. They like partied. Ooh. Oh wait, I'll put my thigh under here. We were like, okay, whatever. Floppy Bird had very, very, like, good things to say about Miss Dolly, okay? And then after she had gotten a boyfriend,
he hated her.
Bop, a bitch, a player, a slut. And we were like...
So now that we're piecing all of this together, we're just like, what if he's saying that because she told him she loved him? And things too literally. Because, like, we'll say, love you, girl. Fuck, I'll have to edit that out. Shit. Floppy Bird takes things too literal.
Very dense. A very dense guy. A little autistic, as I'm like, nah, I'm just kidding. But he takes things too literally. Like, you joke around about something not serious.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna touch your mom.
Or I'm gonna touch you.
I'm gonna touch you. He'd be like, my mom's all the way back home.
Right.
You're gonna touch me? That's like rape.
Right.
And it's like...
Very dense, baby.
We're joking. Do you not hear how we joke with each other? Doesn't understand. Then we're like, it's making sense.
Like, we'll all say I love you, like, oh, love you, girl. Good night. Like,
love you guys. I'm gonna miss you so much. Like
that. But I'm wondering.
That's how she is too.
Right.
She's like, oh my gosh, I love you guys. You guys have been nothing but nice to me. For the most part.
I never liked her. I'm drinking this because I'm thirsty.
It's probably warm.
It is, and it's cherry limeade.
I love cherry limeade, so. And don't mind my dusty ass fucking car. Some ashy bitches have been in here.
I'm scared.
Kidding. We'll do things like that.
Right.
When he thinks
We're being dead ass.
we're being serious.
Baby, Flappy Bird, we're cousins, first off. Second off, best friends. Third off,
That's how we are.
I'm a queer. I like men.
I basically like women at this point.
We locked him.
Yeah. And it just, the way that these things are playing out,
It's making sense.
it's making sense, and we don't want it to make sense.
We don't want to think of him like that because he has become a good friend of ours.
And
But if that's the case, we're gonna have to step back. I don't fuck with that.
because Miss Dolly was saying, oh no, he makes me uncomfortable because I know he likes me, blah, 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 blah. And we're like, why are you hanging out with him?
Right. She uses people. We've already established that part.
Or just because she's a child. A child! 1-5. She wasn't even close to turning 16 yet. Keep in mind.
And Flappy Bird, I think, is just turned 19. Just turned 19.
I remember talking to Flappy Bird. He's talking about his relationships and why things never work and he wants something real. He's talking about got cheated on, like...
And then this girl lied about her age. Lied about her age?
Lied about her age. Why is this correlating unless you knew?
Unless
And
you've
that's what
known.
you're saying, and that's why you decided to break it off. Or break it off. Or people found out.
And you're trying to cover your ass, but you want to get out your feelings, so you're making up a story. Right.
Right? And that makes sense too. Because there are some little white lies that he has said that isn't consistent with what's actually happening.
Exactly.
Crazy. What else should we talk about?
I don't know. Talking about how I'm in charge in the fall. The housing director. He's
I think there's two people that are...
There are two people that are currently rooming above me, who are going to be rooming above me in the fall, that have some connections.
Anywho.
Yeah. Like, the housing director, he was like, Leo, there's a lot of shit that got texted to me last year that I didn't really need to deal with, that the RAs could have dealt with. So I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna have you be the top of the list before it's too severe and I have to get involved. And I'm like, oh, so I'm in charge. Yeah.
Like, it would have been nice to know if there was someone like that when the situation last year happened with some random ass girl living there threatening me.
Right.
Because her boyfriend was cheating, which we didn't know that.
We had no fucking idea. And like, she was blaming her.
He said 100 times they were fully broken up with. No, it wasn't.
Liar.
A liar.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
His friend said, you should get with a girl like Alyssa. I'm like, whatever. I want to know what this guy says. She's too nice.
Have we met the same Alyssa?
Have you met the same me? It's a facade until I actually get to
Y'all
know you.
thought I was crazy?
Bitch, just you wait.
She gets comfortable with you? This bitch touches me inappropriately. Constantly.
Inappropriately, violently, same time.
She'll beat me. She beats me. She does. But at the same time,
The sweetest person you'll ever meet.
literally, until you like fuck it off. Like, she'll be nice until you fuck it up.
Kendall. Like Kendall for Miss Kendall.
Kendall. I fucking hate Kendall.
Should we get into that? So basically, she's just a little hoe, Naomi.
Well, that too, but
She's also a prick, an asshole, a bitch, a
And
cunt,
uses
a
people.
slut, a whore.
uses people when nobody else wants to hang out with her. Peer pressurer. I would hang out with her, and she would be like, "Oh, if you loved me, you would drink with me. Oh, if you were my friend, you would drink with me. Oh, if you don't want me to kill myself, you drink with me."
That's quite insane.
Excuse me?
You have, if you're gonna kill yourself because someone's not gonna drink with you, you need to go back. You need to go to rehab, not back. Maybe. You need to go.
Probably.
You need to go into rehab.
But you know what she also needs? Facial reconstructive surgery.
You know, Sid the Sloth. Think of her.
Worse.
Where's? There's a picture of me with a filter
Eyes
on.
are like this. Nose, all the way up here. One of her favorite poses.
I'm gonna pee my pants.
She's
There's
What?
a toilet.
so weird. Have the nerve to say I'm the weird one.
Well, like, we're all weird.
Yeah.
As long as you admit that, but you gotta admit that you're weird too. You're weird as fuck. You're willingly. There's the thing. You're hanging out with guys who have girlfriends.
Willingly.
Willingly.
Trying to
And
get
you're trying
them.
to be a girl's girl.
You're not a
Not a girl's girl. They would just come over and do homework every day. All the time. They have a
At
key to
night?
your room at night.
with your door locked while Ashwagandha wasn't there. I'm not good at this name thing.
I'm really trying not to think before I speak. Good learning exercise.
I'll just edit them out before I post this. This is getting posted on YouTube, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, what if I animate this, actually?
That's fine.
Mhm.
As long as I have some fuck ass sunglasses, that's fine.
Oh, always. You already saw my character that I'm gonna have as my animated stories. Anyways.
This should be a series.
Oh, it will be.
And this is happening
telling.
before school starts. Just to wait till fucking school starts, bitch. Like,
The amount of videos that are gonna be posted, because we're just gonna have so much shit build up.
we're gonna have to make a list of people's names, like what their real
And
names is,
we're gonna have to, like, when we're talking, we're gonna have to bring something down, and it's gonna be the list of names. We'll have to fucking. This person is
you
this.
newbies out there, not safe. We'll find out.
You
We're the
newbies?
nosiest bitches ever.
Literally, I'm an
You know
RA.
I'll pretend.
Charge RA.
I'll pretend I'm interested.
I'll know everything. I'll know everything. You guys get into a fight, it's not gonna go to the housing director, it's gonna go to me. Then I'm gonna have to deal with it. Then
And
y'all
guess-
really aren't gonna like
And
me.
then guess. And guess who's gonna tell me what happens?
Guess who tells her everything? Guess who tells me everything?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not safe.
not safe. Like,
We hear something about you, we're gonna go through multiple sources to figure out if it's true or not. If it's true,
if it all lines up,
we're talking about it.
we're talking
If
about
it's a lie, we'll bring it up and we'll be like, hey, we did our research, this is a lie. But if it's true, y'all need to hear this.
Breaking news in room
103.
103.
Yeah, because 102 is Alex's room. I mean,
202, I meant.
well, I mean, he can be name dropped. Nothing's happening with him. He's just our housing director. And our
Unless-
baseball coach. Unless some tea happens, then his name will be changed.
Donahue. We'll name him Donahue.
Well, now they know who we're talking about.
I'm just kidding. Well, I don't know. This is just like dialogue right now.
Right. Dialogue. Just
I look at the baseball boy. Oh.
Right? They're always just like, and then they're like the...
chest puff.
You look like
The
Jigglypuff
amount
from
of
Pokemon.
Huh?
You look like Jigglypuff from Pokemon when you do that. The
What?
guys, when they do the... nobody likes that. You're gross.
I do. If your arms look good.
Are you not eating your crust?
No. I like your pepperonis, you eat my crust. Oh yeah.
The olive theory.
It's real, but we're cousins, so.
I have the olive theory with my ex once. This was before I started liking pickles.
Pickles are kind of gas. Damn, I ate like, how many pieces did I eat? 4?
No, we've both eaten 3. No, you've eaten 4.
This
You're
is
on your 4th. Damn. Me too, though.
Be big. Why the fuck isn't my phone connected? That's what I'm wondering.
It is. It's just, I've turned the volume down.
Well, this is not my playlist. Hey, we playing BTS. BTS Army, let's go.
Oh, yeah. It's not losers. Oh, by the way, we're drinking a cherry limeade Ghost. Warm as fuck, because it's been in here for a day or two.
Okay. 2, yep.
You know how when liquid is warm, it feels like it's not in your mouth, but it is? That's what this feels like.
But you feel the bubbles popping?
Mm-hmm.
It's like what to do. Suck in nitrous oxide.
Sucking something.
Let's talk about the 4th of July.
I worked on the 4th of July.
It started raining, so we couldn't watch. I couldn't watch the fireworks. My family lit off one, and then it started downpouring.
And then we jumped in a lake.
And we jumped in a lake. I jumped in just the undies.
I was in just my undies too. But she had her bra off.
I was holding them though, so it wasn't like no one was really seeing anything. It was kind of cinematic. It was kind of bright out, and then like didn't really see the silhouettes of our bodies. Our bodies look a T, by the way.
Hers does. My body looks T if I'm in jeans.
Aren't these cute?
They'll flinch.
They flinch.
France!
France! República Dominicana! France!
Ecuador!
Venezuela!
United States
Of America. What is it? Peru!
Brazil!
India! I don't know how she says it.
Why did you redeem it?
Why do you do that so good?
Why did you redeem it? Ring a ding a ding a ding, ring a ding a ding a ding, ring a ding a ding a ding. Hita hata hina hana hina hana.
Hey, namata. Sana pala.
We're racist.
We hate all races.
But not like, yeah, we hate all races. The Indy 500, horse races,
The Derby.
black people, native people, well,
Yeah.
yeah, white people. We hate all people. We hate everyone.
And ourselves.
Literally.
Why do you think we're talking?
Yeah. I'm gonna go jump off a
How the
bridge
fuck
tomorrow.
have we been talking for 27 minutes?
That's crazy. We be talking shit. Ooh.
We were up 2 hours last night piecing together floppy disk, Dolly, and whatever Ashwagandha said. It's gonna be so fun creating names for people.
Don't even get me started on apple and pear. bitches that are above me.
Ah! Pear's body is T.
Pear has a slutty waist.
Slut waist. So, and don't, arms are so, oh my, and he loves cats.
Apple, on the other hand.
Apple, on the other hand,
He
knows
looks like
how
an
to play.
otter.
He looks like an otter, and I think he's also very cute. I'm not like being whore or anything.
No.
They're
We don't
just-
want
they're
these
just-
men.
Well,
They're just... We're
No.
just... No.
depends.
Yeah.
But Apple knows how to play a certain instrument.
And Lissa really likes that instrument.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like he doesn't know how to play. He plays really good.
I've heard him around the dorms before.
People have heard him around the dorms. Oh! Fucking
Granny Smith.
Granny Smith thought I was tattled on me.
We hate Granny Smith. Or
Now
I hate
we do.
Granny Smith.
Because it's like, that is none of your business to be telling. She told a boy! Because she liked him!
Freaking...
I'm not over it. Well, I wasn't mad. But the fact that you... Oh, I listen...
Concrete.
I forgot about it.
Granny Smith told Concrete.
Told Concrete. Told Brick. Told Jack Daniels.
Concrete... So, Granny Smith
Concrete.
told Concrete.
Mhm.
Concrete then proceeded to tell
Jack
Daniels. Then Jack Daniels decides to confront Alyssa.
With Concrete on FaceTime. I have his number, bitch. Ooh, make me mad. I was like, oh, are we fucking serious right now? I'm like, she said that? Yeah, well, Alyssa, Jack Daniels says, I didn't appreciate how you made me look like a pussy bitch in front of your friends. I'm like, I didn't!
What are you talking about?
All I said was that we were FaceTiming. And I really liked him. But I don't think it's gonna work. You can put it in the bag.
Well, no, I'm gonna take it inside with me, but we're not done talking yet.
Oh, but you put it in the bag.
I don't want to put it on your stuff. I don't want to get grease everywhere.
Anywho, so I was like, what the fuck was she saying? Let me read it out for you. And I was like, are we fucking... Because there's one thing I did say. I said, not to sound like a whore, but I'm going to keep my options open. Obviously, Granny Smith is also someone that doesn't know how to take a fucking joke. Because we were with... I was with Church. And Church knew I was joking. Because she's been hearing about how much I like Jack Daniels.
It's not a secret.
It's not a secret. It's not a secret. I've been down bad for this guy. But then, like...
For months.
Have I had a boyfriend and forgot about him for a little bit? Yeah. But did that boyfriend break up with me? And it's not because of some other girls? Yes, that also did happen. So you want to know something? Our dealer, Jack Daniels,
Excuse me.
very fine man, may I add.
Agreed. I may hate his guts, but I can admire a hot-looking man when I see one.
He's fine as fuck. He's fine. Told me some deep shit. I told him some. And then Granny Smith goes and says, I'm trying to make him look like a pussy bitch. And I'm like, dude, I swear on my life.
That's not what was said.
That is not what was said. I just said what was happening. I said what I said, but obviously as a joke, because I know it's not going to work. Because Mr. Jack Daniels lives 3,000 miles away from me.
And has committed to a different school.
And has committed to a different school, probably about 900 miles away.
Exactly.
And the chances of us seeing each other and actually getting together and actually making it work, very slim to none. And then when I told him that, he was like, well, that's what I told you. And I'm like, but also I was feeling the same exact way. So then, he's just trying to, he's like, wow, because when I wanted you first, I had a girlfriend, and then when FaceTiming you all the time, you're just gonna say not to be a whore. And I explained to him, I'm like, just saying keeping my options open does not mean I'm talking to 700 people like you think I am. I'm saying if someone around here in Minnesota decided, oh my gosh, I'm gonna wife up, what should we name ourselves? Peaches.
Peaches and cream.
Peaches and cream. Like if someone were to be
lovely peaches and cupcake.
No, fuck, nah.
Yes.
Fuck, okay. Lovely peaches. If they were like, oh, I'm gonna wipe up lovely peaches one day, and you know, I'm probably gonna be more willing for that than having a relationship that might not work out if there's a misunderstanding like this.
Right.
And then Jack Daniels proceeds to say, yeah, well, don't test me because I'll just block you. And I'm like, remember last time you just randomly blocked me? It's because you were dating your girlfriend while you were talking to me, and I didn't know that. So you lied to us. I'm trying to get information out of your girlfriend. Your girlfriend threatens me.
Right, because you're probably over here lying about lovely peaches.
And fucking Cupcake here, his girlfriend at the time, Jack
decided to confront me.
Talk to me! I live here too!
She's just like, do you know lovely peaches? She like pronounces her last name wrong, and I'm like, I correct her, and she's like, yeah, her. And I was just like, yeah, she's one of my homies, my cousin actually. And she's just like, oh, do you know if her and Jack Daniels are doing anything? And I was like,
at the time, I had a boyfriend!
I was like, she's literally in Wisconsin right now. Like, she was in Wisconsin at that time.
Picture fucking proof. I was on my way back.
Turret was literally like, so they're not doing anything. And I'm like, no, me and Alyssa tell each other, me and Lovely Peaches tell everyone everything.
Tell each other everything.
Because
like,
we did.
We do.
We do. So like
we're not currently doing anything, that's for damn sure. We haven't since a while. But I had to get back at you.
So Lovely Peaches is trying to get information out of fucking Turret, and Turret's
like, hey bitch, respect your relationship. So you wanna know what I do? I text a boyfriend. Wanna know?
And you wanna know what we also do? We texted Don Julio. Told him to deal with it.
Don Julio. And like, Don Julio, this bitch is fucking threatening me.
Get her out of here.
And their room was right next to the laundry room. I have to do my laundry. Every single time I went to go do my laundry.
Guess who walks us out?
Guess, like, right when I walked by, she is there. She was there for a really long time.
She was there for like a good 2 or 3 months.
Like, a long time.
Like, she was there in January when I got to the dorms, and she didn't leave until what? Fucking March?
I think it was, oh yeah, because that day it was, I was going to,
You were going to?
Military. Man.
Seal.
Mr.
We were going to Seal.
I was going to go see Seal.
Right.
Because he picked me up. Huh. Another thing that happened on Valentine's Day. No, just kidding. A certain someone on the baseball team wakes up at the ass crack of dawn, makes me breakfast and shit, got me flowers.
What should this name be?
Puppy.
He does look like one. Puppy.
He's cute.
Puppy.
I had a little thing with him. Again. Sorry. Like, oh, that's a horror talking to people. Put me on Love Island then. Put me on Love Island. I'm just
kidding. Put me in, coach.
Put me in. Anyway, so. Good point. I need to put some chapstick.
Look at that lipstick though.
Fucking big mouth ass.
Fuck you.
Anyway, I was talking to Mr. Puppy for a while, and I had just broken up with that ex at the time, like a month prior, and it was just very, very toxic at the end of it. And so, like, we were hanging out, talking, whatever. First conversation I had with him was about him losing his AirPod because some girl in the class was like, I think Puppy left his AirPod. And I was like, oh, I see him in the bookstore. I should tell him that.
Who was this girl?
I don't know. I didn't know because I was talking to the teacher. Oh, I think it was... I don't know. It wasn't anyone we know.
Okay.
She was
So we don't need a name then.
We don't need a name.
NPC.
She's an NPC. Because she never talked during that class. Like, literally, I tried talking to her, very awkward. And I was like...
You will be labeled an NPC until you have done something to be involved into our shit. If you have done something...
to be bad.
No. Like, something good or bad, you then will get a name. Until then, you are an NPC.
Prince Charming, by the way, very nice guy. He has some... He's a very tall fella. Perfect example of a good person that will be talked about. He's a very good guy.
Charming. Love
Prince
him.
Charming.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. He's a very good guy. Very sweet. Very scary because he's
gigantic.
freakishly tall.
Ugh. Like tall. Tall.
Like I look like I could be his like
Child.
5-year-old toddler. Like it's really not that funny. He's scarily tall. Like he has to duck when he walks inside. That should be illegal. Anyway, continuing. What was I saying? About
Puppy. You were talking about Valentine's Day with Puppy.
Puppy. But we need to go back. Wait, I didn't finish the story with Jack Daniels.
Yes.
So I get back and I'm just like, I'm so in love with this man. Not Jack Daniels. Seal.
We actively hate Seal.
Right now.
We hate a lot of people. But Seal's high up on that list.
Because I'm like, the fuck? Breaks up with me over phone call, by the way.
Well, wasn't he at a lake with some random bitch too?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not because of some girl.
Why would you say? Why would that be your first thing to say?
Say it. And then I ask,
Right.
why? I just don't think it's gonna work out. I'm like, is it the distance? Yeah. And it's not because of some girl. Why is that the first thing you say after I say that?
Right.
Bitch. You found someone. You just wanted to crack and then leave, but you couldn't because I'm just too good. Just kidding.
Or maybe too fucking psycho.
I'm a little cuckoo. But, what else? How, okay, but anyway, I get back. And Leo and Granny Apple were like, peaches. Lovely peaches. I'll just say peaches, strutting it up. Turret was asking about you. And I was like, oh, I should text her about it. Like, okay, like, let's talk. Like, I don't know what was going on. Like, clearly
Meanwhile, this was before I knew Jack Daniel as a person. So, like, as Turret is talking to me, here comes Jack Daniel walking up and trying to act all, like, fucking gangster and shit.
Good.
Well, good.
Like, bitch, you're white.
Jack Daniels acts like he's fucking black. Acts like he's a ninja. Acts like he's a homie. You're not. I'm sorry to say it. You're white. You're from bumfuck Canada.
Yeah.
The edge of Canada. Get out of here.
Mm-hmm. So, anyway, continuing. This one, Granny Apple. Let me tell you what she said. Whole backstory stuff, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. This one forgets something. I don't know this. Like, I have accepted the fact that... Hold on. We'll get there. I've accepted the fact that, you know, I had a boyfriend or whatever. And then boyfriend stops talking to me. There's no communication. If there's no communication in a long-distance relationship, there's no relationship. There's nothing there. So, I started getting like, wow, this fucker hates me. I'm gonna have to break up with him soon because it's like, one, distance I can't do. Because I'm very clingy. Like, I was thinking about going to a school closer to him.
And the thing is, it was one petty fucking argument.
One petty argument over something that's very valid.
Because you decided to, what was it? Like a couple of girls' bikini pics on Instagram.
That's like 15 bodies right there.
Literally. One like, 15.
Do you see me liking? I asked him, I'm like, do you see me liking my guy friends' posts besides this one?
And I don't really post on Instagram.
No. Very rarely. I don't like... Yeah, nope, I don't.
So, like,
So what the fuck is...
be so for real.
Be so fucking for real. Well, I see what was wrong with that. And I'm like... Because I only seen one. And then I found, like, 4 or 5 more. While we were dating. I'm like, okay, if it was before we were dating, I don't give a fuck. The fact that
And you want to know what his excuse was?
They're my friends.
Not only that. Oh, well, she had Tinder on her phone on our first date. It's a first date.
You were showing me yours as well. You had Tinder on your phone still. It was our first date.
You still have Tinder on your phone. We fucking saw it the night that the argument happened.
Did it?
Yes.
Like fucking exactly.
Yeah.
I deleted that shit.
It's on fucking site when we see your ass.
I'm gonna tell your sister.
Do it.
I'll tell your fucking sister. Anyway, continuing on. So, during that time period of it being very, very, whatever you call it, I got a little sad. Because, one, I really liked this guy. I always thought he was cute. I've known him since high school. Not known him, I've known of him. And I always thought he was super cute. And so...
Seal's really not the cutest, though.
Blonde, blue-eyed, prickly-ass bitch. Uses only a bar of soap. Put your ass on blast, fucker. You bought condoms for the first date? Yuck.
You accidentally dribble a little bit of pee on the floor while you're standing up to piss, and you wipe it up with your sock that you're wearing?
Gross.
Disgusting. Jail.
Jail time.
Immediately. Anyways.
So, during that time, Jack Daniels, obviously, is of age. And he was our provider for a little bit because the old one would never answer the phone. So...
Who was our old one?
So, that's how we got it.
There are races going on behind us. Don't mind that, guys.
It adds a little ambiance because it's getting crazy. So, we're like, okay, we're gonna get some stuff, he's gonna get his stuff, and then he's like gonna dip, and then, you know, like he helps with that. And I'm like, okay, chill, cool peeps. Like, at this time also, like, the girlfriend he had is gone. Like, he was like, I'm done with her, she's done with her, crazy, she's out of the dorms,
This
whatever.
is a cycle, by the way. This happened 2 or 3 times?
Yeah, so he would be with us. I'd bring him, because...
Always. I don't want her in that car alone with him.
No, he's scary. So, there was a couple times. There was one time that I was like, it was like really like, oh, okay, whatever. We got stuff, we were back, and we were guzzling on some stuff. Some juices that we can't buy right now. T-minus 1 year.
Her 21st birthday, because she turns 21 after me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, she's flying out to California with me and my mom to party at the clubs out there.
Oh, yeah. Fucking, yeah, for real.
My mama told me when I turned 21, we're going to Cali. I told her, well, we're bringing Alyssa with us. She's like, all right, that's fine. Like, Alyssa's the only one who's met my mom.
Peaches is the only one that...
Peaches is the only one who's met my mom. Like, had a full-on conversation. Unit measurement has, like...
Seen her,
said hello. But Peaches right here has actually had a conversation. Like, text conversation, too.
Love that lady. She would be very good friends with my mom.
We call each other's mom's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom calls me her second daughter. Her other daughter. Yeah?
Yeah.
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 Anyways,
Anywho,
continuing
on, like, we're back there, whatever. Jack Daniels texts me, hey, like, got anything left over? You know, we made a board. He comes
The
over.
abortion clinic. It was so funny.
It was good too.
It was. Until we got to like that much at the end. Then me and Alyssa
just...
could not handle it.
Mm-hmm. It was like we drank a lot. Okay? And Jack Daniels is there, and we're talking, and, like, he's, like, hanging or whatever, and blah, 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 blah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He ends up leaving pretty late. And then, like, the day after, Leo's texting, like, or he's here. Oh, I mean, Cupcake. Cupcake is over.
We don't need code names, but if we want to use code names, we can. But if we call each other by our real names, it doesn't matter because we're the main characters in the show.
The main characters so Leo is like, okay. Yeah, it was so, like, so funny that he's still coming over because his girlfriend said that he still really likes Alyssa. And I was like, what?
I forgot I said that, yeah.
He forgot to tell us that when that interaction happened.
Because I was scared because, like, they had to walk me to and from their room to my room for, like, a week after that because I was scared he was going to, like, pop out to beat me up. Same with her, like, because we thought Turret was going to pop out and beat her up. So, I mean, Jack Daniels could probably beat me up, but I doubt Turret could beat up Lissa. Yeah. Well, no, Turret is tall.
Turret is tall.
That's why we call her Turret, because she's tall as fuck. Now that I'm thinking about it, she was not as pretty as I said she was. Maybe that's shady. That's mean. Don't care, though.
Like, she's cute. Like, Jack Daniels definitely has a type.
Them darker complexions. Because that girl was tan. Turret was tan. She was not white.
That was not a white girl.
Whether that was a fake tan or a real tan. But you know who has nasty ass fake tans? Kendall.
Can't even blend.
Doesn't know how to blend her makeup.
I don't know who does.
You know who does really good makeup? Church.
Church. Mm-hmm. Love church. I miss church.
46 days.
46 days.
46 days until the convent is back together.
Stuff's gonna get fucked up.
Well, I mean, I don't even know if we're gonna have... Okay, so in the time before school starts again, I need to have a conversation with Flappy Bird and get this understood. Because if what we think is happening is true, he's off the council and he's no longer our friend.
Because...
And I hate to do that.
Because he... Pushover. We all know this. That's why we adopted him under our wing.
That's why he holds a chair on the council but doesn't get to make decisions.
Or gets all the intel. You might know there's a situation happening.
But he doesn't know details. He doesn't know names.
Be there.
He doesn't know what is happening. That's between the 5 of the council.
Unless it's involving him. And now, 2 of the council members know. Well, 4 technically. 4 of us have real...
The 5th member of the council
is very clueless sometimes, but she understands.
She needs a code name. Daffodil. No. Tulip.
Tulip is she's so sweet.
Love Tulip.
Love Tulip. Tulip and stir fry.
Tulip and stir fry. Anyways, Tulip is very clueless sometimes.
But when she hears something, she has very strong opinions on it.
This being one of those strong opinions.
But she had suspicions about it, thought it was weird, but like...
We all did.
But she was just kind of like, whatever, I have my man. Not involving me. Stir fry.
Stir fry.
Yeah.
We'll have guest stars. We'll have Unit Measurement as a guest star, definitely.
Yeah. Church might not want to because...
Church wouldn't want to. She doesn't like talking shit.
Mm-hmm. It's not even talking shit if it's true.
She just doesn't like talking about it. She doesn't like confrontation. She'll throw up.
Throw up. Pee. No. I'm gonna pee my pants!
She looks like a duck. I swear.
Not even a cute duck.
Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out. Leave us alone.
Should I get my tongue pierced on Monday? The head would be crazy. Just kidding. I can always take it out.
I would go get my tongue pierced with you if I had money. I'll still end up going with you, though.
Or should I get my nipple pierced? No, I wear my shirt. I wear no bras. Yeah, they'd be... I don't wear bras all that often. But... TMI. But...
Anyways, are we done with the story about Jack Daniels? Do we want to finish the story on Puppy before we hit an hour mark?
Yep, we'll finish the story about Puppy. Puppy, Valentine's Day, I had a boyfriend, right? Boyfriend Seal. So before that, like, beginning of the school year.
This was before I was here, so.
Right. So me and Puppy were very, like, the attraction was clearly there.
On both parties.
On both parties. Like, ooh, this is a very fine man. So, whatever, when...
Cheater.
It's not cheating.
It is. That's why you got dark so fast. You're trying
Still
to
my
get darker than me.
It's still my natural plan.
You see, if I put this on, I'd be as dark as...
Ashwagandha?
No.
You can't tell me.
Weave. My brother. Weave. Weave is darker than ashwagandha. Okay. If I put that on, I'd be as dark as Weave.
So, anywho. We had a thing, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, as I'm hanging out with him, he's telling people I'm his girl. And I'm like, what is this? Like, so I ask him, I'm like, hey, so what are we? Like, what is this? I'm not really looking for anything. I'm not ready. Been a couple years since I've had a relationship. Why are you telling people I'm your girl? Oh, we're like role playing or whatever. Like we're on that driving game or whatnot. And I was like, that doesn't even fucking make sense. You don't do that. Like obviously I didn't know that. It was like a wall. I'm over here. He had his own thing going on. And so he tells me like, oh, whatever, but I'm not gonna wait. Like you don't have to wait for me if you don't want. I'm like, that is fine. Next day I got Tinder, blah, 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 blah. As a joke.
For the plot.
For the plot, because it was funny. I want to see who's on there. Seen a couple of kids that are definitely not old enough to be there. So, whatever. A couple months go by, I had him back, and then I go, hey, are you going to this church thing? Or this Bible study group at school? He was like, yeah, I was going to, but...
Was that the one I went to?
Mm-mm. I didn't go to that one with you guys.
Yes, you did.
No.
Yes, you did. It was me, you, unit measurement, and... Granny Smith.
Oh, yeah, something like that. And he was like, oh, yeah, I'll probably be there. Blah, 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 blah. And, yeah, all this jazz. So then he, like, starts snapping me, and I was like, okay, whatever. I have a boyfriend. But it's like, I don't talk to him. Well, Seal at the time, yeah. But... whatever. We end up in a class project together. That's why I couldn't be like, okay, I have to, I'm at whatever. Very fucked up situation. So.
Did you try going to teacher A about switching groups?
Well, there was no other groups to be switched into because they all had groups of 3 already.
Horrible.
And so we were the last 2 that didn't have anyone, and they already had made groups.
Great.
So I couldn't. There was no way.
You were stuck.
I was stuck with it, and I was like, fuck. Whatever. Valentine's Day rolls by. Granny Smith was staying the night because she had clinicals. She goes up, she asks, she's like, Alyssa, someone knocked on the door for you. I'm like, you're fucking lying. I'm like, no, I'm going to bed. No, something's outside for you. I open the door, there's nothing. She's like, no, it's on the side. I look. Water bottle. Plate of food. Fruit. Flowers. Oh.
Yellow flowers.
No, that was a different time. That was a different time!
Oh, yes, it was. Oh, my God.
Yeah. So, the note's very cute. I think I still have it. I was like, wow. Really put some time and effort into this. And I was like, who would be up this early? It wouldn't be Jack Daniels.
But then we started thinking...
well, what if it's...
who was gone at this time? Like, who was gone? Because I'm pretty sure the birds had a game.
No, it was practice. They had a really early practice.
Right, because they had a game
that weekend,
yeah.
I texted people that were on the baseball team. hey.
Who did we text? We texted Floppy Bird.
Floppy Bird? He was like, no. I was like, okay, that's the only logical reason.
Didn't we text Pear? No, you didn't have Pear at the time.
I didn't have Pear. I didn't have
Apple.
I had Mexicana. I had Mr. Texas on there.
Yes, Mr. Texas.
I texted him and I was like, hey, was there anyone that was like really like up super early? He was like, not that I know of. Like, I know we all got there around the same time, but there was an earlier group and these people.
Didn't we text
Prince
Rico?
Charming?
We did text Prince Charming. That's
Who's
who it
Rico?
was.
Yes, we texted that one too.
We texted Rico and Prince Charming.
I didn't have him on Snap. I didn't have Rico. Someone
But
else did, and
Unit
texted,
Measurement
and
did.
they said no.
So
Like,
then we talked to
So then I was gonna text.
Prince Charming.
I texted Prince Charming. He was like, oh, not that I know of. And then I texted, oh,
I think that's
Native.
Yes.
I texted Native guy, and he was like, I was about to, and then I texted, oh no, what if it's Puppy? I texted
So we
Puppy.
text Puppy.
Puppy was like, oh, happy Valentine's Day, by the way. Everyone else never said that, and I was like, it's Puppy.
It's Puppy. So then we asked Puppy, and he's like, yeah.
I hope you like it. Like, I was like, do you want the stuff back? I sent him a video of the stuff. I don't know. And he was like, oh, I kind of just wanted you to have it, whatever. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. And that was the end of that. And the smoothie was bomb as fuck. I would like another one. I'd pay.
Puppy, if you're watching this.
Puppy, if you're watching this,
Pull up.
pull up. And
Yeah, but the thing is,
I had a boyfriend.
yes, had a boyfriend actively, and he knew that.
He knew that. Okay, a little time goes by.
So me being the charming friend that I am, anytime me and Alyssa were together, and Puppy would walk by, I would be like,
Or Jack Daniels.
oh, how's Seal doing? Really loud so that they could hear. Because I'm a girl's
He's like,
girl
oh,
like
he's
that.
good. Like, his military stuff's going well. He's gonna do rescue swimming. His
Oh,
fat ass would not make it.
Hate Seal.
Anywho, whatever.
Anyways, so then fast forward a month and some change. What was it, March 17th or something?
It was a yellow flower day.
And do you know what that means?
I was sleeping.
Sleeping.
Someone walks. Alyssa, there's flowers for you.
It was unit measurement. Unit
Yeah.
measurement was like,
Alyssa, did you order flowers?
no.
No.
They're texting me, did you order flowers? No. Come over, I'm like, what are y'all talking about?
Puppy.
Again.
So then we search up. Okay, what is this day? What is yellow flower day?
What does giving yellow flowers to a person on this day mean? Wishing you good luck and love for the future together.
And we're like, it's a Latin American tradition. Want to know who's Latin American?
Puppy.
Puppy. That is a fine man though. Gosh. Now, if I were single,
I hate Puppy. She
my-
probably would have.
But then I was like, this is fucked up. You know I have a boyfriend.
And then that's how we came up with the, oh, he doesn't pursue people unless he knows you're unavailable.
Puppy wants a different owner.
But it was also gross that he did things with Kendall. So,
Look at that. They were hanging out. Oh, and then I seen him and Ossifer hanging out. So I was like, okay, well,
right.
so why are you doing all this? Did you do this to someone else? Like, I don't fuck with it. But then we asked Stir Fry. I don't know who asked Stir Fry. Stir Fry, they were like, okay, do you think, like, has Puppy said anything about Alyssa? Oh, yeah. Like, okay, before you had a boyfriend, he was like, yeah, not my type, blah, 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 like just hanging out or whatever. And then I'm like, has he said anything now? He's like, yeah. Now he's saying, like, I'm better than that man that she's with, like.
Be so for real.
And I'm like, okay, Fuck, you probably would have been, but shit, it's like you can't be saying that. Like, that is so disrespectful.
Very disrespectful.
Should have said it to his fucking face. Should have said that to Seal. I don't like how he chooses to be bald as a 19-year-old.
Ugly as shit. You trying to make people think you're older than you are?
It just looks autistic. Anyway, that's it.
Yeah. I think that's where we're gonna cut this episode. We should come up with I was just gonna say we should start a podcast. We gotta come up with a name. But I have to do a shit ton of editing to edit out the name drops we accidentally did.
Well, we can blank our names out.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, we'll cover our faces.
Yeah. But I have to go inside and make a list of all of the names we just came up with. Because I'm pretty sure we just came up with, like, 30. Okay, well, stay tuned for the next episode. Don't know when it's going to be. Episodes will probably be regular when school starts because we'll be together more often. I just gleeked everywhere. Sorry about that. But yeah, just until for now, we'll see you in the next one.
Deuces.